Hey, you guys. Time for an energy update. So many questions, so little time. Holy guacamole. All right. Entertainment purposes only. Just saying. Please don't forget, tomorrow actually, if you're watching this on a Wednesday, our Thursday night A Live is at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Every Thursday. That is for political questions only. And the members live, $1.99 a month. Click on the join button. If you can't find that, let me know in the comments and I will give you the link to get to the join button. That is the first Friday of every month. Personal questions only, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Okay. David was very clear on what pendulum to use. He wanted the black onyx again. We got a lot of stuff to go over. Okay. So let's go over it. Let's see. There we go. Okay. And then we'll read on a couple things. Okay. You know, I don't generally call out the people because some people don't want their names called out. But we have Neela from Delhi. She has some questions, several questions. It's all good. Okay, then. It's already called in the team, bubble of protection. Well, let me make sure. There you go. All right. Oh, hello. All right. So, David and Spirit Team, are you from the highest council, of the highest light, for the highest good? Yes. Thank you. Back to position, please. Are you from the highest council, of the highest light, for the highest good? Yes. Thank you. Clear, please. Back to position. Are you from the highest council, of the highest light, for the highest good? That's a yes. Thank you. All right, then. Clear, please. All right, so Neela wants to know, I don't know if I can answer the where will Vance be after he is thrown out thing. Let's see. Okay, but let's get on with the other questions first. Will Usha Vance divorce Rufus, JDV? Yes. Okay. She's in an abusive relationship. Is Rufus having an affair with Peter Theil? Apparently. Thank you. Is the real Putinska unalive? Is the leader of the Red Country still breathing and walking around physically on the planet Earth? That's a no. Now, let me get myself straight here. There we go. That's a no. Thank you. Okay. Will Starlink be removed from the U.S. and also from U.S. airlines? Yeah, there's going to be a whole bunch of contracts that are made null and void. Okay, thank you, David. Back to position, please. Will China attack India? No. Clear, please. Will housing prices in New York City fall? Will they get lower? Yes. Because I'm hearing that there are going to be all kinds of caps put on, like price gouging on food uh, services, uh, like automobile services, even housing, rent. So let me ask, will there be caps put on all of those things to limit how much you can be charged for services and such? Yes. Because it's better for the economy if they lower the prices. That's just the way it is. Someone wants to know, what is the best way to clear a pendulum of unneeded energies? And somebody else replied, smudging with sage, and that is absolutely something that works very well. You can do what I just did. I will make a video. Let me write that down. I will make a short video on how to clear your space when you're using your pendulum or your cards. All right. There it is. All right. I will make a short video on that. And also I'll make another short video on opening chakras before you do any of that stuff. Because if we're unbalanced, then how we connect to our spirit guides is unbalanced. Okay. Someone wants to know how to clear generational karma. I am also going to make a video on that. Okay. Chances are you are already doing it. And it is difficult. And it is painful. Okay, somebody says, can I do a reading on Stephen Miller? He's running the show Behind 45 and is even more toxic. Is there any way to take him down? Is Stephen Miller going down when Rump gets removed from, before Rump gets removed from office, the presidential office permanently? Yeah. That's a pretty good yes there, so. All right. All right. Someone said the Lincoln Project has reported Chucky's doctor wants him to have a colonoscopy. They say that Rufus would have to take over, which makes no sense. A colonoscopy takes a couple of hours. Does Rufus take over when he's sleeping? No. I think he's having surgery. This is what a community member posted in the comment section. Is Rump going to have surgery on his colon? So the information of him having a colonoscopy is a lie? Okay. Does Rump have colon cancer? No. Are they removing polyps? Non-cancerous polyps. Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to go there. That'd be rude, even for him. I'm not okay. Nothing that you said, sweetheart. Nothing you said. I'm just, my brain's going. Will there be a pandemic in November that starts in China? No. Okay, the headaches and the dizzy is from switching back and forth from one timeline to another, which we are doing rapidly right now. It's also the if we're not centered, if our energy centers are not clear, then we're not ready to take in the brand new energy that the universe has been trying to give us. Watch Consciously Erin. She gives us a short video every morning on what's going on with the Schumann energies, which is basically the energies that come from the magnetic grid of the Earth. Okay, but we're also getting them from the universe too. So if we're not in line with accepting those energies, yeah, and it doesn't make us bad people if we're not. We will, headaches, a lot of you are telling me about your headaches. I've been getting them as well. The dizziness, it can be your body acclimating to new energy as well, and the headaches as well. So there's a couple of things it can be, but you're going to be okay. Just make sure that your chakras are open. It's very important right now. Okay, someone else wants to know if Rump is using the census information to identify and go after immigrants. Yeah, I know. They knew that before they even answered. Okay, are President Harris, President Biden, Jack Smith, President Obama, Vice President Tim Walz being spied upon by anyone in the Trump administration? That's a no. Has Rump ordered them to be spied upon? At this point in time, will he order them to be spied upon? Of course he will. When the transitional government is in place and President Harris is POTUS, will they clean house not only in our judicial system but in Congress and the DOJ? Will all of those things be rectified? All of the wrongs in the Congress be rectified? Okay. Will the wrongs in the Department of Justice be rectified? Yes. So will our judicial system be better than it is now? More bipartisan, more to the law, the actual law. Okay. Very nice. Nice questions. Thank you. Where will Vance be after he's thrown out? Let me see. Let's see if I can get a line on that, where Vance will be when he's thrown out. Give me a sec. Well, he and Rump are still going to have people who support them. Not very many. He's going to work with Theil. Period, point blank. The thing is, anything he and Rump or any of Rump's cohorts decide to do or try to do that's not just will be blocked. They won't be able to do it. Okay, I'll tell you the words that the spirit box told us this morning. Yes, quarantines. I'm not sure what that's about. Sanction. 2, Reagan around you. Maybe we'll find out if we can get in touch with President Reagan. Excuse me, science. Somehow, the name Jace, which is Hebrew and Greek for healer. Classified technology, he bad behavior. Okay. See if we can get in touch with President Reagan real quick. All right. Put you down a little bit. President Reagan. President Reagan, are you here? Yes. President Reagan, is it okay for me to dig into your energy? He said yes. Okay. President Reagan, do you have a message for us? Yes. Okay. Now I have to put this up a little bit, so I'll verbalize the letters. Okay, President Reagan, can you give us the first letter of the first word of your message? Is that a G? Okay. It'll be sloppy, but I can write with my left hand. G. Okay, President Reagan. What's the second letter of the first word of your message? Letter after G. O. Thank you. Is that the word go? All right. Is there another word? Yes. Okay. Can you give us the first letter of the second word, please? Is that a T? Yes. Thank you. Next letter, please, after T. Is that an R? Next letter, please. Is that a U? Okay, next letter, please. Don't need to move my hand, just the pendulum. Are you saying Trump? Is there another word? First letter of the next word, please. F. Is that an F? Yes. Next letter, please, after F. Is that an O? Okay. Next letter, please, after O. Is that a U? Yes. Next letter after U. N. Is that an N? Are you saying go Trump found? Okay, thank you. Is there another word? Okay, can you give us the first letter of that next word, please? Is that an S? Okay, thank you. Next letter after S, please. Is that an O? Yes. Next letter after O, please. U. Next letter after U. Is that an N? Are you saying the word sound? Okay. Is there another letter? Or I'm sorry, another word? Another word to your message? Okay, first letter of that word, please. Is that a T? Okay, next letter after T. Next letter after T. And O. Is there another letter to that word? Yes, okay. Can we have the next letter after the letter O? Is that an A? Next letter after A, please. Is that an S? Next letter after S, please. Is that a T? Go. Thank you, President Reagan, for your time and energy. Go, Trump, found sound toast. I don't know. Maybe he's saying Trump is toast. He's doing stuff even Reagan wouldn't agree with. Okay. That's that. Let's pull some cards. We have a couple of new decks here. Yay! Toys. Let's get our energy. True Heart. Intuitive Tarot. Okay. Did this already, but let's give it a couple more. Energies change. When we shuffle, we're giving the cards energy. Okay, let's talk about us, baby. Well, alrighty then, I guess we're taking that one. 8 of Wands. I'm sorry, 6 of Wands. 6 of Wands. That, all those crows, that information. What is that? Is that a partridge? Looks like a partridge. I might be wrong. So, lots of messages with this card, the energy of this card. Lots of messages. Protection, information. I don't know why I got protection. That's just the word I heard. King of Cups. Okay, so and don't take this the wrong way. We're starting to get used to this wackadoodle stuff that's going on. It's like nothing is surprising us anymore. It's not that we're okay with it. Absolutely not. We are not okay with it. But we're acclimating to this roller coaster stuff. Okay? King of Cups is emotionally stable. Four of Coins. Yeah. Holding on to what we have. And the butterfly in the background, transformation. Ace of coins. I'm calling them discs. Ace of coins. Ace of pentacles. New beginnings. Because he's tearing down the infrastructure right now. That infrastructure will be built back up. Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands. Queen's not afraid to move forward. Two of Wands, making choices. Again, how are we choosing to react to things? What are we choosing to fight for? What are we choosing to point our energy towards? What are we choosing to imagine? Are we complaining and whining about what's going on in the world? Or are we seeing where things are changing? Things are changing, I promise you. This is what we need to look for. What is changing? Things are changing in these random ways, these small ways. But to me, they're not small. They mean something. They're change. This is what we're asking for. This is what we're getting. We're just not getting it all at once. Nine of Cups. There we go. Wish granted. Oh, another deck that's nice and diverse. And Six of Cups. Give and take. All the butterflies on these cards. Transformation. I like that. Look, our ship is coming in. Three of Cups. Celebration. Finding things to celebrate. Partnerships. Celebrating certain partnerships. Things going on in the background. Seven of Swords. His little foxes on him, on the back of his jacket. Oh my goodness, he's got his fingers. He's got his fingers in the cross your fingers. Cross your fingers. That, cross your fingers, that the contestant pilferage, I have a thesaurus, contestant pilferage will be brought out. They're thinking they're so slick, so sly like a fox. And we know better. And the Lovers, partnerships, the partnerships that we've been talking about. The sun is shining. This is a very busy card. Give me a sec. Sun shining. I swear those are partridges. The birds are always going to be messengers, or they just carry, each bird carries a different type of message. And these people are naked. I apologize. I'll have to take my magic marker to the naked parts. Honestly, I can't even see anything. But I don't need YouTube banning me, so I'm not going to stick the card back up there. The Lovers, partnerships. The branches are on fire. Passion. Ten of Coins. This is a reward card. More birds. That looks familiar. Can't make this stuff up, you guys. The Empress, the bounty, the fertility, the newness, all the green, all the greenery, all the fertility, all the newness, the summer, the fullness of summer. And Four of Wands, happy home, happy family. Okay. That's us. Our energies now and some of our future energies. Okay, what's next here? So I wrote down something okay, that's right. Somebody was asking about Stephen Miller. Homeland Security Advisor, White House Deputy Chief. Is he behind everything? These are questions I asked. Is he behind everything Ephraim does? Well, that was a subscriber question, a community member question. And then I asked, is he tied to the Russian Tsar? Let's see. Let's use our What Lies Beneath. I think that's fitting. What Lies Beneath? Not a promotion. Entertainment purposes only. On the bottom, trash. Throwing away. Getting rid of. Tossing out. Fake friends. Yes, that's a yes on the Russian Tsar. Absolutely, all of them. All of them. I looked it up to see if there was any news that he had visited with or met with the Russian Tsar, who, and I'm not the only reader saying this. He has not been breathing or walking around on the planet Earth for almost 6 weeks now, probably more. So he would be meeting the higher ups in the government. But I didn't see any news about that, but I'm being told that has happened. Earlier on, maybe February, second week of February, I'm hearing. Okay. Investigating. Trying to get the light off that. It's not working very good. There you go. Investigating. Falling apart, falling into pieces. Everything's falling to pieces around them. Rump is his bugaboo. Fake friends, though. Hater. Keeping a promise, yeah. He owes. feel like I'm missing something here. You know, I was missing something on these questions. I thought I was missing something. Hold on there. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. Well, if I did, I don't know what to do about it. Oh, if I did, I'll cover it in the next one. I'm sure it will still be permanent or pertinent. Pertinent. Game over. Okay, that was for Stephen Miller. Okay, what else? I suppose, let's read on the Space Cadet. Mystic Soul Tarot deck. The cards, these pictures on the cards look very familiar to me, but that's all right. Different creator, different energy. I said, let's read on the Space Cadet, right? And I forgot, there was a card that fell out of the What Lies Beneath deck. Can't make this stuff up. Okay, let's get a read on Space Cadet. Besides that, we're all aware of that. Doesn't make, and that's not what makes him a bad person. A drug addict is not a bad person. A drug addict is someone who has a disease. Okay. But it's like he chose to have the disease. Because, you know, when if I was a billionaire, I'd be doing something totally different with my money than drugs. Queen of Pentacles. He still feels like he's in some kind of power. He's still doing stuff, and so is Ephraim, but their power has dwindled. I'm going to say their power is down to about 20%. Queen of Pentacles. Goodness, you guys. Seven of Swords, stealing. Entertainment purposes only. Stealing, allegedly, the world. This is where he is energetically. He thinks he's the king. We have the Three of Wands, acting on a choice. He consciously chooses to do these things because he's a selfish human being. Page of Pentacles. A young person who will tattletale. That would be the teens and 20-year-olds that he had stealing information, allegedly. Entertainment purposes only. Ace of Swords. Truth is coming out about him. And again, not all at once. The Magician. what he's doing, okay, so the magician is about transmuting one form of energy into another. So this isn't about him being the magician. This is about when people in the government have had enough of his crap and they act on it. And Spirit Team just told me removal from the House of White. Doesn't belong there. Serves zero function. All right, choose guys with the 3 cards at a time. Death, rebirth, transformation. Not the literal death of him. Look, 5 of Cups. In despair. Look what I lost. Look what I lost. Nobody loves me. Everybody hates me. I'm going to go eat worms. 6 of Cups. You see that person on the card? That is the tattletale. Giving us the 6 of Cups. Giving us that, giving us emotional satisfaction from this 5 of Cups, this Death card, this 5 of Cups. The Magician, the Ace of Swords. Information coming out. Spirit Team said the word ruin. Not looking good for the Space Cadet. 5 of Pentacles, out in the cold. Seven of Cups, has his hands in everything. His greasy little fingers. The Chariot. Time for him to move along. Oh my goodness, are you looking at the background? He is indebted to the Red Country just like everybody else. In Rump's cabinet and further. One more. Two of Cups. Trying to find those partnerships. He's losing the partnerships. He's going to lose contracts big time. Spirit Team just said that the car company's going down. It will still be there, but it is not going to be producing the income that he is accustomed to. Well, they had to mess with China. Should have left China alone. Who else? All right, you guys, did you catch President Biden? I did yesterday. He's very moving to me. Very passionate about the welfare of people who need and are entitled to Social Security. Okay, let's do a read on that real quick. Okay, so we'll get to President Harris, but let's do a read on Social Security. Well, they keep pointing me towards Rainbow Tarot. Not a promotion. Social Security. Ace of Cups, yeah. Okay. That's a yes card. It's going to, yes, there's going to be ups and downs and backs and forths and people not able to get their needs met in many ways. This is true. I'm not going to downplay that, okay? I'm not going to downplay that. But the end result is a yes card. Period. Okay, now we will read for President Harris. Give it one more shuffle. Crystal Visions. This deck has been used and abused. Not a promotion. King of Cups. Okay, leadership energy. Leadership energy. Cups, compassionate. Emotional stability. It's a beautiful thing, people. Still waiting. Waiting. Six of Pentacles, give and take. Creating something. It gives something of value to others. And the return is our gratitude. Ace of Pentacles, new beginnings. New beginnings, new walking through through a new doorway. Okay. Now, I just got spoken to. I don't like ending our videos with this human. I use the term loosely. But we need to read on Rump right now. Rump. One more, they said. Okay, Rump. What's going on with Rump right now? Okay, they want two. This is weird. He's giving into his darkest ideas, his darkest desires. We have lust, forbidden fruit, non-committal, tragedy. Something's going on with him. Forbidden is the other one. Just going to use the word forbidden. He's always doing something that shouldn't be done. things that the Constitution, the law says are not acceptable. We're looking at the word tragedy at the bottom of this one. I realized there were so many S of the E of the X of the U of the A of the L cards here. My goodness. Well, the truth is he's just in love with himself, and he's in love with the things he's doing. Pain, guarded, apprehensive, putting a wall, excruciating pain. Okay, is this the pain that he inflicts on us? I don't think so. We don't need to read on that. We're aware. We're fully aware of the pain that we're feeling. Excuse me, my allergies are kicking my butt right now. Pain for him. These cards, all of a sudden, in this deck, we don't generally pull the S of the E of the X type stuff. But these cards are very explicit. Forbidden, lust, ravenous, side piece. I have to cover body parts here. So the ravenous says uncontrollable desires. Insatiable, hunger for pleasure. Side piece. Mistress, flirting with others. Secret hookup. Secrets. Again, he's enjoying this. But there's something going to happen. All right, Spirit team, please be more specific with the cards as far as what's going on with F Rump, what is happening with him right now. Secrets, obsession, illusions, can't let go, anxiety, holding on, clinging. He knows. He knows he's losing power. It's causing him issues. Well, he already has heart issues. Like I said in the last video, he's taking 2 different types of medication for his heart. One for cholesterol and one for his heart. And then 2 for his heart then. Sorry. If I'm not mistaken. Either way, it relates to his heart. Aspirin and 2 other medications that relate to the heart. Only you. He cannot think about anything else except what is the next nasty thing he can do to people. Focused on just you, observing you, watching you. There's no one like you. That goes with the obsession card. This is very strange that we're picking up all kinds of stuff that are all kinds of cards like this that are similar. Gamble, taking a risk, not showing feelings, rolling the dice, taking a risk. Spirit team, be more specific. Adrenaline, he loves it. Adrenaline. Okay, we've already established that he has something going on with his heart. Oh my goodness, I have to hurry a little bit. That there's something going on with his heart. So the adrenaline to me said, I heard a health event. Ups and downs, good and bad, rush of feelings, roller coaster. heart, erratic beating. Okay, time, unexpected changes. Time will bring unexpected changes. Okay, we're going to leave that at that. I'm not getting a full message. That has something to do with his heart. All right, you guys. So give me a day or two and I'll get out a couple of short videos that I promised to get out. One for clearing pendulums and one for clearing up generational karma. Okay? Clearing up generational karma is excruciating. Just saying. It is painful, but many of us came to do that now, all at once, so that we can help usher in the new earth. Okay. Thanks for showing up, you guys. Much love, many blessings, and I'll see you in the funny page.